Turn down for what? No, really. What will the first link be? Top 10 most disgusting anime.
Simply, today's list may help you find a few new guilty pleasures with anime, but there are a lot of shows here that I found simply. And lastly, at number 1, we have Euphoria, which, if you were to imagine Saw plus the
Ah, hell yeah! Let's give it a go. I'm pretty disappointed in you, Bob. This wasn't that disturbing at all. In a sense, Boku no Pico
Santa, click my link,
surpassed
Mr.
this on a disturbing
Forsen.
level.
Oh,
Just
oh.
that it didn't have
Fail
a
door,
story.
omega fail,
couldn't even watch them. I didn't-
omega. Oh, bye bye.
Bye bye.
didn't have the stomach to even watch them. I skipped through some of the episodes.
Oh, you didn't watch it? Okay, that's understandable. You just made a presumption. We all do that sometimes. I forgive you. But since you wouldn't give it a watch, and some of my fans want me to cover it, let's give it a go. Full spoilers ahead, and yes, somehow, this is going to be safe for work.
Good thing I'm working.
But holy crap, is it hard to make sense of it all. At first I was afraid that it was just going to be some mindless smut, since it didn't give me much to go on, but later it did start adding a bit of story here and there, so I have some clips that I can actually show you. The thing is that it leaves a lot of blanks to fill in for yourself, and the reason why it's so cryptic is because it's a visual novel adaptation that spans 16 hours of gameplay, and they try to cover it in 6 episodes. But let's first go through the anime and see what we can make out of it. So we're following Keisuke, who is our main character. It all starts out in a white room, and that's pretty much it. We know nothing what's going on, what's going to happen, why they are there. But it turns out that it's a game, kinda like Saw, only not as bad. It's like a walk in the park when compared to Saw. At least for the main character. Anyway, Keisuke is in a room with 6 girls, and the point is to complete tasks and advance to the next room. If you don't abide by the rules, you die. Sounds like a comprehensible story, right? After the second episode, there's an end credit scene, where it turns out that Nemu is behind it all, and Keisuke is dead or something. What the hell? How is he dead? Or how is everybody dead like that? But the thing is, when I started the third episode, it all just restarted. They were back in the beginning, and I can only imagine that they adapted the show as one of the writers was playing through the game. But every time they died, it was also put into the anime, and then they just loaded up a save until they reached a happy ending. So the first half of the show didn't give us a lot of plot, and I was just about to give up on the whole review when it really started going. It's just very hard to follow. You'd need an IQ of at least 200 to appreciate the story
Never
behind
lucky.
it, to understand its deepest meaning. So to figure out the story to the best of my abilities, I just spent every night furiously watching all of the episodes until I got tired of watching the episodes. And seriously, if you wanted to watch this for yourself, then go watch it, because I am going to spoil everything for now. I'm going to spoil more of the show through every waffle. They escape the rooms and it turns out that the powers that they're wearing can instantly turn off their consciousness and mess them up. That's how they were controlling them. Oh, this is such a difficult anime to understand when you're constantly erect. And then they escape, but they're suddenly on a beach and enjoying themselves. And in the next episode, they're in a shed. So what's going on here? Well, my best guess is that the writers hit one of the happy or neutral ends a bit too soon, and then just backtracked and went a different route. Because after this episode is where the weirdness really starts kicking in. It's where the lore starts pumping up juices. So they wake up, go to the school where some kind of a dystopia is going on, and Keisuke has to pick which girl to kill to let the other escape. But since he's a pussy, the other 3 girls now die, and finally he kills one of them. But apparently that wasn't the right choice, as the writer discovered on his playthrough, because in the next episode, the girls are reversed. Okay. Then we find out that there's a whole cult behind it, and Keisuke is this miracle child whose seed is needed to.
Alright. Okej.